Hi everyone, welcome to Carlucci's Kitchen. Today I'm going to make a marinara sauce and I'm going to poach some eggs in it. It's quick, it's simple, tastes delicious, and it's good if you're in a pinch. So let's get started and hope you enjoy. So the first thing we want to do is get some good olive oil, get a couple of cloves of garlic, chop them up, and then you want to heat the garlic up. You don't want to burn it, you don't want to brown them. I don't like doing that because it makes a burnt taste. But if you just heat them up enough so that they soften up, and then I'm going to add my tomato sauce to it. So I took a can of tomatoes, peeled tomatoes, and all I do is just kind of puree them a little bit, okay? If you like it a little bit chunky, you don't have to do as much, but I like to get them as much as I can. And pretty much that's about what it looks like, okay? So once the garlic softens up a little bit and you mix it with the oil, just to get the flavor of the garlic in it, then I add my tomatoes. Okay, nice and easy. I add them down here, get as much out as I can. And again, this is a simple dish. We enjoy making it, especially like I said, if you're in a pinch. And then what I'll do is I'll add just a half a teaspoon of salt. That's pretty much what I calculated with a can of tomatoes. And then I add some fresh basil that I froze. This is organic basil. And I chopped it up and I froze it up so that every time I need it, it's right there in the freezer. And you just add a little bit to it. And then I do the same thing with parsley. Parsley's already chopped up, clean. It's all organic. It's good stuff. And then I add a little bit of that. Okay, now you can use dry also, because sometimes if you don't have the fresh parsley, you can use the dried. The dry works out pretty good. Okay, and we'll let this heat up a little bit, medium to low, just to start bubbling, and then I put the cover on it, and then I'm going to show you how I do the eggs. Okay, so you can see that the sauce is bubbling up a little bit, and what I'll do is I'll keep it cooking the same way. I'll keep this on medium low. You want to get this nice and hot enough so that when you pop the eggs in, the eggs start cooking right away. And that's how I do it. Okay, and then take the eggs, crack them, and just pop them in. You can put them anywhere you want in here. And of course, it all depends on how big your pan is. So in this case, I think I have a 10-inch pan, so I can fit as many as I want. Usually anywhere from 8 to 10, but tonight we're gonna just do 8 eggs. And if you start seeing it bubble up a little bit like that and it gets too much and it's splashing, just lower the heat down a little bit. That's all there is to it. It's not that difficult. Of course, these 2 eggs are stuck in the bottom of this thing, so I have to go get another one out of the refrigerator. Actually, this egg, yep, got stuck. This is what happens when you try to make eggs and some of them don't come out. So once the eggs are in and it starts to boil a little bit, you cover it and you let it sit for about maybe 10 minutes. And again, it all depends on how you like your eggs. If you like them soft, you can take them out sooner. Okay, keep it on medium to low. You don't want it to overboil. And then we'll watch this in about hopefully 10 minutes and we'll be ready to go. Now these have been cooking now for about 6 minutes, and you can see how the egg whites are starting to turn white. Okay, This has got about another 4 minutes to go, and then we'll check them. So we're gonna check this. And you can actually just kind of like move the white part of the egg out of the way, and you can actually see the yolk a little bit. So these still have a ways to go. We don't like them running. We like them a little harder than normal because we like to have, we like our eggs cooked. Let's put it that way. Some people may like it soft, like a soft boiled egg, but we like our eggs pretty cooked. So this way there's nothing running. How's that? So we're gonna give this a few more minutes. So the eggs have been cooking for about 12 to 15 minutes. They look like they're good to go. So we're gonna turn the heat off and we're gonna let this cool down a little bit, and then we're gonna plate it. Okay, so this is what it looks like plated, and if you need to, you can add a little Locatelli Romano cheese or Porcellino, was it Porcini? So Pecorino, there you go. Pecorino Romano cheese. I'm so used to saying Locatelli cheese because that's what we used all the time when we were growing up. But anyway, it's Porcellini Romano cheese or Locatelli Romano cheese. And it's a beautiful dish, it's simple to make, and it doesn't take long at all. Buon appetito. So I hope you enjoyed that video. It was easy to make, came out beautiful. And if you don't have fresh basil or fresh parsley, you can always get the organic, and I always keep these handy because you can use the dry also. It works just as well. And also, you can also add some onions. You could cook some onions with a little bit of peppers in it, add the tomato sauce, and then throw your eggs in. There's a variety of ways to make this. We enjoy just making the marinara sauce, putting the eggs to it, give it a good seasoning, and we're good to go. So I hope you enjoyed it. And again, bon appetit. Until next time.